boy, was this last weekend a busy one. Welcome to this video. My name is Chris, otherwise known as CeaCox97. I've been on YouTube for a very long time, but pretty much everyone who's watching this video knows that already. And guess what? This last weekend, I shot my biggest horror film yet. In fact, biggest film that I've ever done personally. I would say that the biggest production probably was Panic Episode 5, just because we had all of the extras there, and it was like this whole party, and you know, that was pretty intensive. But I think though, actually in the end, this film might match it in terms of the crew. Like, yeah, there's not a lot of extras in this film. The cast is very small, but oh my God, was it stressful, but it was a good kind of stress. It was a 2-day shoot. The first day was taking place outside at night, and of course it decided to rain, and that threw a wrench in the whole plan, and I had to rewrite pretty much the whole schedule of what we were gonna do. And it was just nonstop, just boom, boom, boom. We got to do this. We got to do this. And I had so many people there, but there were so many different moving parts going on. It was intense. Like it was definitely a lot. I definitely would not have been able to handle it a year ago when I hadn't made a film on my own in years. Sweet Dreams was a lot smaller compared to this one. When I finished Sweet Dreams, I told myself, all right, that was a lot, but everything worked pretty smoothly. So, all right, I'm gonna try and make a film that's smaller, maybe cheaper than that one. Let's go. And instead, I made a film that was twice as hard in pretty much every aspect. Shit happens, honestly. Anytime you make a film, something's gonna go wrong. Sweet Dreams was kind of shocking in how nothing went wrong. But yeah, day one in the morning, wake up, it's gonna rain. It's like, great. It was pretty intense, but overall everything worked pretty well. We got pretty much everything that we needed to get done, and I was very, very happy. Day two was the interior shoots. We could shoot in a film studio that I rented, so it's supposed to be a lot easier. But overall, we ran into a lot of struggle with the area that we were shooting in, because it takes place in a tent, and that was tricky. In my head, I imagined a lot of shots that would be a lot wider, and just, I don't know, just in my head, I imagined the tent being bigger, and I bought a big tent. Well, I bought it from Amazon. I'm gonna return it. Pro tip to all you indie filmmakers out there: Amazon's return policy is amazing, and Target's return policy is amazing. Buy shit and then return it, because you can. But yeah, day two was pretty intense because there was a lot of moving parts, even more so than day one, actually. And we ended up falling a little bit behind, but in the end, we ended up finishing only like slightly behind schedule. It was still a lot. And there was a couple shots that weren't quite working, actually, in the way that I had envisioned them. That day was more stressful in terms of like, damn it, this shot isn't working. Or, oh no, these aren't looking the way that I wanted them to, but there's no way to get them to look that I want to because of the tent or whatever. So it's like, so I ended up having to rewrite a lot of the shots schedule to make it work. That's pretty much what I've been working on for the past month. I haven't uploaded in a little over a month, and I apologize for that, but yeah, I've been working on my biggest film ever, so I feel like that's worth the no uploading. And now begins the post-production process, which is going to be fun. I plan to try and get this film done before May. That's my goal. I would like to get it out sometime in mid to late April, I think is a realistic goal. If not, then it would be in later May or somewhere around there, because I'm going on a big trip. I'm going to Belize in the end of April into early May. It's gonna be this big trip that I've only been outside of the country once, and I was 10 years old, and it was to England, and I don't really remember it a whole lot. This is like a tropical place, which I've never been to in my life, and I also haven't really been on a vacation trip thing in like before college. I don't even know. I don't really go on vacations. I'm a bit of a homebody, but this is gonna be a big brand new experience for me. I'm gonna be very excited for that. So hopefully I can also get this film done before then, because then it can be a celebration that like, woo, your film is done. But yeah, this is gonna be a big film. It's definitely gonna be longer than Sweet Dreams. It's easily gonna be over 10 minutes. And it's intense. I think this one has a lot more film stuff going on. I think it's a much more full film. There's a lot more characters and story involved. There's gonna be an original score. There's a lot of new things that I haven't really done, at least in a professional aspect, which also, that's been the big thing that I've been really experiencing ever since I left college, is that there's a difference between student filmmaking and indie filmmaking, and that's something with Sweet Dreams and this film especially, where I'm really experiencing that for the first time, where it's like it's professional basically, you know, like what the difference between whatever and whatever is really just the people that you have and the money that you have to work with it. And even though I'm still working with an extremely low budget, in the end these productions are pretty professional, and it's a lot, it's intense, but I'm happy that I'm doing it again, that I'm really putting myself out there and making these horror films. And I'm really excited to get this one out to you guys. I think this horror film probably blends together two different aspects of my last two horror shorts. I think obviously we'll have the production quality and, you know, cinematography and general filmmaking prowess that Sweet Dreams had, mixed with the scary situation and interesting, engaging characters and story of Don't Look Away, which I think is a big reason a lot of people like that film. Whenever people are watching it, you know, they're very into the situation. You know, what would I do in this situation? How would I outsmart this or that? And they're yelling at the characters, why are you doing this? You're stupid. Or they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, and I think that's, you know, maybe one of the reasons why people come back to that film, even though, you know, obviously it's dated and I was in college and stuff. So I'm hoping with this film, it's a combo. And it was something that I didn't realize until I'd already written the thing and I was already working on it, where I was like, oh shit, this actually is kind of like a blend of those two. Okay. Because Sweet Dreams was definitely a more gloomy, slow horror film there aren't any rules explained really. There's no dialogue. It's like just here's the images, interpret it as you will. This film will be more accessible, I guess, in a certain way. And it'll also be brighter. You'll actually be able to definitely see what's going on. I won't have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this film. But also, I worked with professional actors that really did a fantastic job. I wrote characters that had a lot going on, and I really dove deep into that. And that's something that I'm really excited for you guys to check out. Definitely, I plan to also make a making of, behind the scenes documentary of it afterwards, which will definitely go way more in depth. This time around, I had someone who was shooting behind the scenes throughout the whole thing, so I'm gonna have all kinds of behind the scenes photos uploaded there. Speaking of which, I also will be uploading behind the scenes photos and stuff periodically on my Patreon, available for my insiders, which, speaking of my Patreon, thank you to my patrons on Patreon. This film would not be where it is without you guys. That Patreon did much better than I anticipated, and I am so happy with the engagement that I've had with all of the people who have donated and supported my career. Thank you so much. And I also have several executive producers on the film as well that will be in the end credits of this film. And definitely, without a doubt, this film wouldn't have gotten made without the support of you guys, so thank you. Now, while there will be behind the scenes stuff uploaded to the Patreon, not everything will be exclusive to the Patreon. Most of it will, obviously, and of course a lot of this will be uploaded first, but there will be little snippets of behind the scenes posted on the Fireside Instagram. Fireside is sort of the brand that I am now going with for all of my films moving forward, instead of just a Seacox 97 film. Fireside will be the brand. Fireside has an Instagram, and that is the official place where you can see all behind the scenes stuff of whatever I'm working on and be kept totally up to date with it. So please check out at fireside.pictures on Instagram. That's the official place. Check it out. In other crazy news, on the first day of the shoot, I found out that big old famous YouTuber Jacksepticeye watched Don't Look Away on one of his scary videos of the internet series. And yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. The biggest YouTuber before him was Corey Kenshin. I think he has like 10 or 11 million subscribers, but he purely does react videos as far as I could tell. But yeah, now Jacksepticeye, like a big time YouTuber that a lot of us know, has watched Don't Look Away, which is absolutely insane. And I'm super happy that Don't Look Away blew up to what it is, and I'm just hoping that now, you know, people check out my newer horror films like Sweet Dreams and We're Not Safe Here. I think those films really deserve to kind of get some recognition out there, and definitely are better films than Don't Look Away. But yeah, I'm just really happy that Don't Look Away succeeded so well, and I'm hoping to continue that success with these horror films and really spread that out. So please share Sweet Dreams with anyone on YouTube who's looking to watch horror films and react to them and stuff. I love react videos to my stuff, especially Sweet Dreams. I've seen a lot of react videos, and the ending gets everyone pretty much, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, and then of course We're Not Safe Here. Oh boy, that's gonna get people. So yeah, share my horror films with everyone. Get it out there. Also, a little update. Obviously, I wasn't uploading this time because I was working on this film. I did record or film Spartan Super Soldier episode 12, but it is a pretty intensive editing process, unfortunately, even though the whole goal of that series was that I would make it easier for myself, but that's just how I work. Anyway, it's on the back burner basically at the moment because I'm working on We're Not Safe Here. That's the priority. priority. So Sweet Dream, Spartan Super Soldier episode 12, it will come out at some point. I just don't have a release date yet, but I have not forgotten about it, don't worry. And that's it. Thank you everyone for supporting my films, especially the people on Patreon. You guys, that went way better than I anticipated. I am so happy about that. Thank you so much. And I'm just very excited for We're Not Safe Here. There will be a little teaser trailer, of course, probably a week or two before the film actually comes out, and then the film will come out. I might actually do like a whole premiere thing, because this film I think would be a fun one to do a premiere. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm excited. It's a big old film. It's big, and I'm excited. It's intense. And that is it for this video. See you guys later. Bye.